Coach. Thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
51, Mike 51. Cover.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chop it.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
25, check 25, check 25. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Come on. Strong right. Strong right.
General West.
We got 3. We got 3.
5.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Get it.
2nd and 2. He's got Burton here. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Ready.
58, 58, Mike. And Washington lane. Check safety, check safety. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
80 weapons. Hey, wahoo.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive, yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there. Yeah,
and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
We go. 10-2 stop.
Record. Sponge. No.
Hard. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Rudolph. Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Rudolph's pass complete to Philip Dorsett.
Right there.
Yards on the play.
Down, baby.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Leo.
He gets it to Cooks. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Set up. 18 Gator. Go.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Sam on.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You gonna see me and your nightmare. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Check 13.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Get it.
This is Breida.
Go, go. Run.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ready.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Watch the run. They're running it.
2nd and 3. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Protein spill.
That would give. Coming right is Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 52. Quick the edge. Come.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ja'Kai Polite. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 99. Check 99. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Come on,
ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You're out.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 42.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check. Watch twist.
Fair. 5.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Breida. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Crunch time, defense.
They run again on first down. Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go, defense.
Now it's Rudolph. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
He's checking. Cracks. He's crashing. He's checking cracks.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll run here with Blanche, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Topper!
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the run. Check. Lucky. Get it.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the screen. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. No.
Look, screen. X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they have?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Rudolph. Flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to...
That's caught at the 25. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go, Fishy, play.
Let's go, D.
Shoot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Sanders' kick is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And let's pin the mirror. 5. Let's go.
Rudolph looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. On first down, Rudolph escaping the pressure right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The throw complete to Dorsett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Slam.
Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Rudolph throwing again. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got it.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 27, Rudolph. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rudolph. This is caught. It's Cooks. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Leo! You draw Porter.
Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Sam off. Crunch. Slam.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Mike.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught. Lockett. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
55.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Hey, Alpha. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Fire.
They're going to look to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
You got time.
Get it.
They run with Breida, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey. 14. He's going deep. Get him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's got room. Dances by at the 20. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set. 60 or.
Twist.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Rudolph looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Now.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Again, it's Rudolph. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Rudolph on first down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now a run with Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rudolph. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
61, matchbox, light.
First down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, my 7. You mine. Mike 50, Mike. Ready?
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Rudolph. That'll be caught by Cup. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
X3, 218, chop.
First down, New England.
On first down, it's Rudolph. And this is Cook with a grab. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
New England on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Get that ball.
Hey, Zoo. 15. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Side.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Balaj. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Throwing on second down. Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
132 fighter.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now Rudolph. That's complete to Cooks. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Cook.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Fourth down, even. Hey, check right. Watching your front.
Back to throw, Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50.
I smell fear.
Yep.
I smell fear in that offense.
50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Get it.
Now Rudolph with third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hey, Delta.
Watch Mike. Watch the curls. 52.
Ready.
They will snap it to Rudolph. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Dolphins,